Today is a fine day. The weather is 17 Celsius at the moment, and it's only 7:41. And I forgot to activate my microphone, so you can probably not hear my voice pretty good when I'm driving.
Escapades. Hello from the Magic Tavern is available right now on your and ad-free and with lots of bonus content on Patreon. Subscribe to Hello from the Magic Tavern today.
You have all become clan friends of the Kroot. You were brought by Stevius Funkhauser, your guide, to the Kroot's Pavilion, the Kroot Dome, as it were. Welcomed inside where you met the Kroot Shaper Spartacus and were invited forth to feast and exchange words if your words would bring strength to the Kroot and their philosophy could improve your hunts. You were offered at this feast human flesh. You knew it was human flesh. Solomon did not want to take it. Damien thought he might be able to save the group by stepping forwards, but was not sure how. And in the end, all three of you had to eat part of a human carcass that had been cooked. Taking it into yourself and finding out from Stevius that you were not allowed just to throw up. If you did that, the crew would really take it personally. So you had to deal with the emotional and physical impact of having done that. You discovered that there are bunks inside the Kroot Longhouse where you have taken up space. You're going to be able to stay there during the time here if you need to sleep at some point. Solomon and Damien had a long discussion about the nature of forgiveness, crime, heroism, doing the right thing, self-sacrifice in regards to their mission. Stevius was apologetic for not warning you about the whole human flesh thing, but he was not allowed to do that or the crew would have taken him out. And Morgan collected more food from the locals in the hopes that it could, you know, help calm everybody's stomachs a little bit. Coming alongside her was Alice, the daughter of the Kroot Shaper, who is bringing Kroot ox milk in mugs for the companions here. And Solomon spotted over Morgan's shoulder as she arrived on the scene multiple pairs of red threat, especially when you'd heard of the wargs who are in this area who attack in ambush. But Morgan's just coming in with food for everyone.
Yeah. Got the milk, I got the food.
Can you roll me a perception? I'd like to know if you were able to catch some of that scene with Romeo on your way here, so you know where emotionally the boys are at.
Yeah, Romeo was with us, so Romeo would have.
Absolutely. Romeo and Lazarus are both instinctively with you. They follow Brother Sanctus unless otherwise described.
It's a 19.
The 19. You caught that scene. The signal was bouncing around inside the dome, so you have full awareness and you heard the full conversation, though your companions are likely not aware of that fact.
Yeah. I think that really hits for Morgan because forgiveness of heretical things is a big part of Morgan's both backstory and her conversations with Valentine. So I think forgiveness and your ability to pray and get back what was lost is something that she believes in, for sure, which she didn't for a very long time.
Good morning,
So what
John.
do you say to the others as you step out of the darkness with your multiple platters and your newfound companion?
Yeah, today it looks like it's gonna be
Since
really
we have
nice
groups of
weather.
people around, Morgan is just filing this away in her own brain, and she will say, "I've brought you other meats. Some of these are the wargs, which apparently are the and danger outside of this place."
How fast from when she starts talking do I see the eyes?
Right about now.
Immediate. Oh God, Morgan! He's not because we can see the wolf bodies.
Yeah, you see something like that. They're in shadows.
Yeah,
So
he'll reach over and just grab the sword of Jericho off of Lazarus and just be like, Morgan, get down!
And Morgan will drop because she doesn't know what he's talking about.
And-
Plates go everywhere.
Alice is holding Crudox Milk and looking at you.
What is wrong? Behind!
She turns around.
Oh, shoot! Shoot!
And 11 of the 12 figures run away, leaving the smallest of them that steps out of the shadow and forwards. And you see what looks like a combination of a greyhound and a hunting dog, but it is skinless. It has red eyes. It's very lean, powerful. It's muscled, even though it was smaller than the other ones you saw run away. And it has a number of quills extending from its body in seemingly random places, with a small number making nearly a mohawk on its head. And Alice, the crude child, turns back and goes, "Those are the crude hounds. They are part of the clan."
Solomon, like, his heart would, I assume, just...
Yeah.
And he knows he's starting to lose it. Hey, take some milk. He'll, like,
Holds a
shakily...
mug
Yeah,
out to
he
you.
reaches out a hand and takes milk, and now he's embarrassed, too. Now he's like, oh... I'm sorry. I'm a little on edge. Let me... He looks at this green, milky beverage and goes, oh, man. And he'll try to sip.
It is just a milk product. It's dairy. It seems comparable to anything you would have gotten in Promethea. The color is weird, but the flavor and texture are comparable.
Sure.
It's clearly been pasteurized and treated in some way to make it healthy and, disinfected. Mugs are offered to you, Damien, as well. One for you.
He'll take it. He won't drink from it, but he'll take it.
And for you.
Thank you. Morgan says, taking the drink and
Dusting yourself
yeah,
off.
dusting yourself off, trying to pick
Face
up
first into
any
sand.
Yeah.
Alice is immediately picking up the platters, just dumping the sand off of them, and then putting the meat back onto them for everyone.
Oh, sandy meats.
Right.
Yum, yum, yum. Gonna get a little gritty.
If you cut off the outside, then the inside will be good for you to eat. The children drop meat sometimes.
Thank you. Morgan will take the little vibro blade and start doing that.
Is there anything else you need from me?
Do either of you need anything?
No. Damien, like, unblinking, staring at this crude child, just shakes his head.
Okay. Whistler, shoot, shoot.
Alice tries to shoo this crude hound away, and you see it circle back into the darkness.
Whistler is the rat, so he tries to get food.
I see. Thank you so much for helping, Alice.
You are part of the clan now.
She turns and runs into the shadows.
Morgan's gonna just sit back on one of the bunks that the boys are sitting next to.
I guess they are actually
Very quiet.
replacing the
I'm
water
assuming,
pipes and sewage pipes
Sounds
here
like he's
all along.
And he's sorry, Morgan. I'm sorry I made you drop the stupid meat, and it got sand all over it. I'm a little scattered right now.
Solomon's face is also pretty hairy.
Oh, God's sake.
Brother Sanctus, it's quite alright. I'd rather you err on the side of caution. It's not a problem. Except, Brother Fortes, would you want to help him with his face?
Fine. Hold still, Sectus.
And I think when you go to grab his head to kind of, you can still feel like his heart is still like. So he's.
So it'll take a minute there too. Like it won't just be as like clinical as like grabbing some hair to like shear off your face kind of thing. Like yeah, grounding again. Like relax, hold still. I'm not going to make you roll for this one because you're in traditional gravity. It is a still location. You're not bouncing around on a ship, so there will be no injuries to Solomon. You successfully shave him, and his face and hairline are human normal. He's not just a box square of the face with a bunch of cuts. Yeah, much better when not doing this on the ship.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that.
I do believe that the three of us could use some prayers. If you don't mind me borrowing your book, Brother Sanctus.
Of course. Heck yes. I think that's a good idea. I think we need to reset a little bit. And he'll pass you the.
Okay. Morgan's gonna thumb through it just to find something. I don't know. Because I think she realizes that that's what settles these two. And so she's gonna try to lean into what would make Solomon feel better. But off the top of it, before she even reads anything out of the Bible, she's going to just say, as the two of you know, the Emperor is watching us, and he only puts forth tasks before us that we can complete. He gives us all of the tools that we need to complete missions, to follow the path that he has set out for us.
It seems
And
the
even in this place,
Octawall server
even in this darkness,
successfully patched to the new update.
she is proud of the both
So
of you.
after work today, I will try it out.
Flips a page. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Can you roll me a performance? And can I get an insight from, actually a wisdom saving throw, I think would be the more appropriate roll from Solomon and from Damien. Damien, you'll be at disadvantage because this is
I
the wrong
reroll it.
prayer.
I reroll.
She rerolls ones.
11.
15.
11.
Okay. Damien, you find yourself weirdly calmed by the Book of Ezekiel for some reason. Perhaps because the 20 pages are so locked into your brain at this point, there's so little to memorize that the repetition is the same as your prayer loops. There's just something that's comforting in knowing the words that will come. Technically, the Emperor is praised throughout this book, even though it's wrong.
Yeah.
It's there. Solomon, it's just not hitting the same today as it normally does. You've just had a lot of stuff going on between having your face shaved and the other things. And I will say, with your perception that you rolled earlier and you being bothered now, you spot that Whistler, the crude hound runt, is at the edge of this area, just looking at some of the edges of meat that had sand on them that had been shaved off just on the plate, just hopefully staring with red eyes.
Yeah, as the verses aren't hitting in the same way, I think in that, you know, and maybe they are, but he's not there.
Mm-hmm.
He's not paying attention. And then yeah, I think as he's looking around while Morgan's reading, he locks eyes with the dog.
Dog looks down.
And then
Looks up at you, looking down.
he'll take a piece of sandy meat that's still around and he'll just toss it.
Whistler, the crude hound, dashes forwards. You hear a little keening whistle as he looks down at it, and then scarfs up the meat, and then backs up into the shadows and looks at you again. Looks at the meat, looks at you. Looks at the meat, looks at you. Looks down. Morgan's still reading, perhaps.
He'll while Morgan's still reading, he'll look at Damien and point at the meat and like kind of like, do you want any of this?
Damien will roll his eyes like, I'm not gonna eat it. Reach out for some of the scraps, dunk it in the milk. It's not gonna drink either, and kind of shake it off and then hold it out for this creature to come and get. Can you roll me an animal handling?
Not great, Bob.
6. Whistler wants to go, but is not willing to get that close to someone. He takes like 3 steps out of the shadows, leaving himself about 12 feet from you, but he's holding there just looking at the meat.
Damien
like gestures like harder, like here. Whistler backs up, back into the shadows. He's like, oh, no, throw it into the shadows. Doesn't even know where Whistler is. Just there. You hear a scurrying of feet on sand. A little whistle with a scarf.
Solomon will try it. He'll see if he can get him to like come out.
Okay, Whistler returns.
Yeah, he'll
He's over in the
Yeah.
aisle.
Yep. This is all. It's all still happening.
I'm watching.
Yeah.
I'm realizing I'm not paying attention, so I'm reading, but I'm watching now.
We appreciate that work.
Yeah.
We're just animal handling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great. I'll give you advantage because you threw the first piece, so you're seen as like a source of meat already.
I am, if nothing else, a source. Natty 18.
Natty 18. Whistler creeps forwards. You're seeing this is a tremendous amount of muscle on a very lean animal. The same way the crude are. You're realizing these crude hounds are probably more powerful than they look. An equivalent dog size amongst humans would not necessarily be a threat in the same way the crude hounds clearly are built the same way the crude are to kind of throw down. But Whistler creeps up, ends up just below you, slowly. You see the eyes are just locked.
Yeah,
on the eyes.
right now
The
it's
snow
quite
moves
nice.
Closer and closer to the meat.
The grasses turn green and the flowers are blooming.
Draws back just a little bit, then circles about 4 feet away, does 3 little circles in the sand, and then lays down and just starts pulling on the meat and slowly eating it, watching all of you.
Seems you made a friend, Brother Sanctus.
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I got distracted. He's kind of cute. Look at him.
I'm looking.
Yeah. He's just hungry.
Sir finishes the meat and looks at me again. Looks at him.
Is there any point?
Yeah. But now you've taken the sandy bits. Now it's just feeding meat off the
Yeah.
line.
I don't think Solomon's especially hungry after everything that he's
Just ate.
Yeah. Right. So I think Solomon will just keep doing the same thing. Just keep he'll leave a little bit like right beside him and just put a little bit there.
Whistler goes under the bunk where you are, so it's directly below you, and you can just feed meat down and he'll take it out of your hand from under where you're sitting.
Yeah, he'll keep doing that. But please, Morgan, keep reading if you don't mind. It's I know I'm not really zoned in right now, but it's just calming to hear something familiar.
Of course, Brother Sanctus. And she'll turn the page and then just start the beginning. She's reading for him.
And you are reading for him. Can you roll me a Constitution? Reason that is a stand-in for stamina. I don't know how long Morgan reads this Bible.
17 straight.
11.
11. Okay, I would say you get through, because it's 20 pages, you get through it twice before it feels like, okay, maybe you should get back to the mission. It's not that you're physically exhausted and can't read anymore. It's just, how much time do you think this is worth it?
Yeah. And I think it gets to a point where it does feel maybe that everyone's a little settled. No one's happy, but no one's at high anxious.
The peak of
And
spring.
you read the final words of the Bible.
Fear the mutant. Fear the heretic.
End of list.
Fear the mutant. Fear the heretic.
And thump.
Well, now that we
you're up for doing whatever the mission requires. What I would say is Damien and Sully, you both have experience having seen Elect-2s with the Mechanicum that you've dealt with. They're technicians that you had to deal with, other people on your travels when you were part of the witch hunting teams, people who were part of quarantine investigation, people who were looking after the irrigation, people who were part of kind of the various tech teams that acted in and around. They would have Elect-2s, similar to tattoos, only they required an electrical current to be able to be seen. The Mechanicums are a little bit cruder. They're also the equivalent of a tattoo that you can kind of turn on and off. You know, clench your fist, it'll light up. Release your fist, it's gone. It's not as necessarily visible and fully apparent at all times. Some of the Mechanicum, as they get high ranking, it can actually be a permanent thing because they're always charged for the amount of augmetics that they have. It's a preferred and sometimes religious form of tattoo, but it seems like this is just a high-tech tattoo that is also an identifier. A way that it would be built into your body if you were Uvesa to know that you were friendly
I think
with
it's the
town.
sun
Any
I'm
drone
sneezing.
scan it, you can be identified anywhere. They can just track you
because
in
of
the
the
sun
sun.
much more
I'm
effectively.
sneezing so much.
Don't know this version, but like a tattoo you imagine with Closet's tech, because you both roll decently, it could probably be I'm just not sure. Okay.
Yep, Morgan's going to look long and hard at Damien and just, if it is necessary.
That's all I wanted to know.
We can feel the judgment coming off of Damien here.
I would volunteer to get one if we need. I would shepherd us through these locked gates. I feel like I need to take on more responsibility here. I've abdicated some. If we need to take the Elect-2, and
tires make so much noise.
Aircast, you're not seeing anybody
When I'm
guess
driving.
in terms of a third uniform style, but the protection fleet is up in the sky, and it seems like the majority of the cover being flown over this area under the stealth shield or battle suits. You're not seeing a lot of them. You're not seeing like teams of battle suits. You're seeing individual suits with occasional drone accompaniment flying around and over the city. It seems like they're a little light on battle suits compared to just regular fire warriors. The three different human enclaves have very different styles of decoration in the same sense that the crew do.
Yeah, these tires are 4 years old, so maybe I need to replace them
An
soon.
incredibly daubed sign that has been clearly done by hand on a large piece of wood that has been put up. There are a number of aquilas, spray painted on the edges, brushed in, all those kinds of things. There is another that says Old Chaos Forged. It's got some crude daubings around the edge. From what you would see, I would say both Damien and Morgan, because you have training in specific heretical imagery, there's nothing you're seeing that's actually a symbol of chaos. Like, you're not seeing the octet, you're not seeing any of the symbols of the gods. It seems like this may be the kind of punk rock human element of like, we're going to put a dangerous name on a thing because we're dangerous, not because they actually have any inclination in that regard. And the third group are just known as the Mercs with Mouths. Around this area, the only place you are seeing any kind of graffiti or other art appear to be on human domiciles or these major areas. It seems like these three competing groups are all kind of marking their territory or competing in terms of sigils and other things. You aren't seeing any violence outside. There aren't guards outside these pervasive doors. You aren't seeing that anywhere. But it's clear they have these three kind of enclaves that they are within, with other people doing work. You're not sure exactly what. It seems like they have their own private bunks. Your guess would be when you officially things, that's when you move into one of these headquarters. That's what you can see from the outside. So you might be able to find
handbrake turn.
just a random
Sorry.
who's kind of doing work, of which you could see a small number of the mercenary variety, or just kind of casual imperial citizens. Or your next best bet would probably be a water cast diplomat or retailer if there's someone to talk to from the town, Damien, because they seem the most approachable and chatty as you've seen more around.
Okay. Yeah. Go up to somewhere with a water cast then, like one of the merchant stalls or something like that.
Super, you find yourself at a water stall. Just big, refined water things behind mugs and cups being handed out, along with jugs and other things that can be used for farming, that can be walked around and or carried by drones.
Okay. And this is still so weird and unsettling to him that he's trying to
I have about 49 minutes left to drive.
And so I think he remembers Valentine, remembers that name once before, especially after Morgan mentioning those words as well. Remembers that he needs to smile about these opportunities that the what's before us. So his eyes are dead, but he has a big grin as he walks up to this person. I think it's not even like he wears the grin as he approaches. It's like, okay, now I have to do this, and so then
drive to the cabin at the mountain.
Plans are all focused on getting
So we don't need to drive through Oslo.
the ethereal, so it's possible to get a meeting with him on relatively short notice.
That's about 3.5 hour drive one way.
1 hour.
So it's not that far.
How fortuitous. Thank you.
It's every day.
I think that's what I should take my quiz and
Oh, yeah, I'd like to.
next. No, but I understand Shaswi Jimmy.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy, he's great. He'll help you out with whatever you need. Once you get that electric, I can also provide you all the water you need for yourself to drink.
I'm not thirsty.
Well, when you are, I'll be waiting here, and I'm happy to chat anytime, whatever I can do for you.
That's good. One last question before I thank you so much for helping me get time.
Oh, no problem.
My compatriots and I, we had just a devil of a time getting me into warp jumps, the space pirates, the perils of travel out here. How was it you all came here? You all look so unscathed. Everyone seems so unbothered by the trials of travel.
Well, we are the tower. We have some of the greatest technology you could ever imagine. Our Aircast is so capable, and the Earthcast are building new marvels every year. It's incredible what the Taufa can bring to a society. You know, a lot of backward societies don't look towards progress because they are looking towards the greater good. They're looking towards their own personal good or the good of some autocrat. And we really believe
Hello,
that every
outposts.
the Taufa is key. And that's why when you look around here, are you seeing warfare? No. Are you seeing starvation? No. Are you seeing
Your name reminds me of future culture. Outpost 2 has been taken by the enemy.
Beginners suck. Try to take me next time.
This great craft or device that your Earthcast built, that your Aircast is able to bring you all here unharmed.
That's a great question, but I'm the water guy, so I don't exactly know. I'm sure if you have a chat with the Ethereal after you get your elect to commit yourself to the Taufa and the Mufasa, I'm sure they'll be able to help you out with whatever you need.
You don't know how you got here.
I'm the water guy.
Shra, friend.
Yeah, I'll look at you. Oh, goodbye. If you need me again,
In the shade it is only like 10 Celsius, so it's not really warm yet outside the sun.
And he'll come try to find Morgan and Solomon with his intel.
Morgan Solomon, have you just been watching this from a distance? Or what have you been up to? You've just been scouting, but I think he stopped to talk at a Waterstone.
Solomon's still just kind of doing similar stuff. He sees that Davian's like talking, so he's like, Davian's got that under control, he's getting information. And then otherwise he's constant vigilance, looking around.
Fabulous, go roll me a perception.
Sales.
You're looking
ikke, men det er jo sikkert.
Well, have you seen Just Sweet Jimmy?
Du kan gjøre sånn som faren min pleier å gjøre, da, bare slenge sånn slengkyss. Da blir det enda sinte.
Jesus. 13.
Nei, altså hvis det er noen som kommer bak deg og presser deg, hva er det slik som er problemet?
Infants Jimmy.
Yeah, I think we would just go to the first
Nei,
screening
jeg
area.
tror ikke det er lov heller
Some of
i
their
Norge.
reasons to have would be like, excuse
Ja.
me, if
Ja,
Absolutely, are you looking to exit?
actually we were looking for Just Sweet Jim. I wasn't sure which post he would be at.
ja.
Thank you kindly. Sure. Bow. Back up. The third one.
You make your way to the third one. You see Just Sweet Jimmy.
Jeg kjører forbi Krygda.
He's walking through. They go through and into the space and was just standing waiting for the next group.
Okay, she'll walk up there.
Ja.
Well met again, Just Sweet Jimmy. And she's doing like a bow. Like,
Nei, jeg tenker jeg starter med årskontroll og blir ferdig med det som bråker, og så kan jeg ta alarmstemmeren til slutt.
Looks at his wrist and it pops up. Sister Eunice of the Holy Mission of Ministor Ministry.
That's correct. We are now being
Ja.
sponsored by the
Lagde du deg til det brødet, eller til rundstykker da?
Congratulations, that was noted.
Ja.
A passing promulgation.
Ja, det blir spennende. Spennende å prøve. Jeg får se om jeg kan kjøpe mye lett på, kanskje. Ja. Er det
Makes a great deal of sense. Now you understand that the electors are committed to the Taufa and will inform you.
Ja.
Of course. Why wouldn't? Makes sense.
Ja.
Makes sense.
Down the hall we go. Angry.
And he takes out the electric machine and holds it out and says, "Who's going to receive an electric
Morgan's just gonna hold out her arm first because it's like if these boys pull up, then she'll just go
Okay.
by herself. And it's like
Ja, men spilt
she's
deg
gonna,
godt,
she's
da.
gonna take
Så er
this
det
for the
jo...
team, so she's gonna put her arm out. Certainly I will.
Ja,
She
like
says.
noe.
And you,
Yeah.
Rosactus of the Holy Mission Ministor Ministry.
Ja, den er god. Det kommer jeg nok til å gjøre.
Against his things. He's just.
You
Yeah.
can ask what the oath is.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what? That's what this home. What does that? What does that look like?
You do swear to serve the Taufa, the greater good of all the people of the hamlet of Fontes, and to obey the righteous and lawful orders of your town commanders.
I see. It sounds like he's just getting set up for deep
Nei, det ringte.
situations where he's gonna have to.
I think Damien sees the hesitation and knows also that you have your oaths.
Yeah.
Hva da?
You follow those. We've seen how you follow your
Ja.
oaths.
Ja,
And we'll kind of just put his
Yeah.
arm out as well
det er bra da.
and say,
Spennende å se hva han sier da.
will remain behind Santley's scribes in the state.
Ja. Altså, jeg lurer på om du skal bestille ny sånn der elsparkesykkel til Ludvig fra Sverige, fordi da man får ikke kjøpt, man får kjøpt den i Norge også, men da må man betale 25% ekstra i skatt. Så kanskje vi kan bestille til hytta i Sverige.
The forces is being too kind.
Ja.
I would like an elector, but my faith, I think, I know,
Ja.
prevent me from taking this oath.
Ja, jeg kan se på det i kveld eventuelt.
Well, that is one of the great witnesses of faith. That's why we, the town, don't believe in religion. It's deeply
Okay,
flawed and holds people back from their own
Yeah.
greater good. Clearly, this elector will
Yeah.
welcome you into our society and greatly
Hello.
improve your life. It's tragic that your religion is preventing you from finding your own town.
Chiefs by Jazzar, whose music was provided by freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum Dums and Dice, including merchandise, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. If you want to support the show or get an ad-free version, go to dumdumdice.com/join. That's DUMBDUMBDICE.com/JOIN. Again, that's dumdumdice.com/join. Though the team is working on a special condition, this podcast isn't. So tell your friends about Agents of the Inquisition and join us next episode. From Lieutenant
Join us
himself,
next
Mars.
episode.
Dum Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: George Dolby, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Madre de Gatos, Garbo Abe, Sam Schaefer, Waffleberry, Dia Daglos Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Funky Head, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lale, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, courtesy FingerTechRobotics.com, your homeboy Bones, Ellis Hatch, Odigenous, Kai Koa, Squire Solaire, Sandy Sassy Pants, Amira Lockhart, James Molina, Nick Hepsey, Mickey Blake, Corpse Knight Silver, Adam Beer 101, The Tangler, Lady Destiny Stormbringer, Randall Everly, Lord Taser, Funky Stevie, J. Robert the Mad Fox, Optimus Omega, The Workaholic Mr. V, LMX, Emilio and Minions, Flea Unit, Biggs, Magical, Tyler Hewitt has the hottest voice known to man, King Kato, Lurking Sam, Lost, Tay the Dirt Sam, Fire on Friendly, and Chillin' Nola Plot. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our page.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, shit.
Kato.
Sorry.
Vuokrasin kodin. Sujuu kuin sato. Vuokraa elämäsi kotiin. Sato.fi.
No, it's season 3. I haven't heard that one, I think. Or did I listen to season 2? I don't know. Just listen to this one. Minutes left. Okay, the truck is here, so he's probably gonna speed up. So I will do the same, otherwise I will have him in my ass. Now I can slow down. Why is it not starting? God damn, the episode is 2 hours and 44 minutes long. If it ever starts. yeah.
attacks, but I get 2
Mediocre
attacks per turn.
piece of shit.
But he does a little
What the fuck?
finger crack, just goes, alright, let's get this started. And I'd like to, how close am I to Sketch now?
Oh, very close. Within.
Yeah, good night, Outpost. Thank you for stopping by.
Use Sling of Sandstorms. Thank you.
And have a good night.
And I'd like to, I'm going to use Ancient Sands on the Sling of Sandstorms, which is I can expend 1 to 3 charges before I make an attack roll. On a successful attack, the damage is increased by 1d4 force damage for each charge you expend. I will use, let's drive it like we stole it. I'm going to do a 3. See, this then is an attack. Sling of Sandstorms. I'm going to roll for the attack right now. That is
but I can see. Holy crap.
I'll use those.
Hold on 1 second.
Might make it easier.
Let's find words that rhyme with cage.
Stop. Overwrapping. How far are you from that cage? You are
Here's trouble
about...
caging.
Stop. So you're about 30 feet away.
30 feet away.
Yeah.
All right. Barney does.
Think of 30 freaking words.
Barney casts Spirit Guardians. His wisdom is sage. And you know what that does?
Yep, the Spirit Guardians pop out and circle you. I assume they're doing radiant damage?
Yeah. And I don't know, there's no one else. Who's around me? Does anyone around me that it hits just off the 50? Because then I'm going to move towards the cage.
No, from where you are, where you start from.
Okay.
And you're also in the air, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know if, like, any of the little guys were below me. Anyway, I go towards the cage.
Gus is going to actually make you go towards the cage if you do not call
Yeah,
it
the
properly.
magic circle.
Sorry, I go towards the magic circle that is like a cage.
I was actually saying that to help you. Gus is going to get so confused. He's like, fine, go to the empty cage. What are you going to do there?
Okay, so you go to Skitch, who is in the magic
Yes,
circle.
can I do that and pass by the Headless Horseman?
Yeah, I was going to point that out, that you would go by the Headless
Do
Horseman.
they get hit with the Spirit Guardians?
What's the save on that?
Wisdom save at 17.
Wisdom 17. So we'll do the Headless Horseman first here, who has a Wisdom +1, so he needs a 16 or better. It's not very wise.
He's got pumpkin for a head. What do you expect?
He rolled a 10. He fails.
And then I'll go into the cage.
No.
Sorry, into this circle, the mid-magic circle.
No, wait. This is an audio podcast. People can't see the severe confusion Chris had when both Gus and Blaine said no. Yeah, it's so great.
My head is always like, it's like a cage.
Stop saying it then.
I go into the magic circle.
And I presume, by the way, that your path, the way you get there.
Barb, give Chris a treat. Positive reinforcement is how
I don't have any food. I don't have any sweets for him.
You kind of like skirt the edge of the Spirit Guardian with the Headless Horseman, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I assumed. I just realized I was assuming that, and I wanted to clarify.
Yeah. And then I go in and I'm like, yes, and now it's a cage match.
I think we're all losing it.
So now she has to make a wisdom saving throw at double disadvantage.
Double D.
Yeah, I don't know if that affects it.
Alone and in the magic circle.
Okay, so a Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, 17. And she has to beat. But she can't because she's not on her feet.
Hopefully she's got enough food to eat.
She has a +4 on her Wisdom, so she needs a 13 or better.
Please stop her. I need a food.
That's a 2, so she rolls a 6. So she fails to save.
So I'll roll that now.
Okay.
3d8.
There it is.
Where was this when I had to rhyme?
You did. You actually had a spell on you. You just got Chris energy next to you.
10 points of radiant damage. Strike Skitch.
You rolled 8d8.
3d8.
Okay. The cone of cold. I thought you rolled 8d8 and got 10.
Yeah,
I was like, that means you rolled 6 or all.
Ones and then a 2.
Something like that. It could actually not be mathematically possible, is it?
3d, yeah.
Oh,
It's
six
radiant
ones and
damage.
2 twos.
It's radiant damage.
Sorry, I had to do math real quick. Sometimes I wonder, like, we're just talking over each other, and it's like, how does Micah edit this?
So what's next, party?
How's the lady in the magic circle looking?
She's pretty beat up, and she's still prone and kind of like reaching around at the ground.
The Headless Horseman.
Yeah.
Are they within 15 feet of me? Can I position myself so that he'll be within 15 feet of me? And I can be in the magic circle?
He almost said it. I saw you. If you listen back, you hear a little grumpy before he changed things.
I would say no, because your movement's only 30.
Okay.
You use most of that already to get here.
How
Yeah.
far away then is the Headless Horseman?
From where you are, probably just over 15 feet. It's like, I'm not doing this to be like mean to you. It's like 17 to 20 feet, something like that. It's just beyond 15.
station.
Good morning.
And it just kind of like dips in and out and you kind of
Yeah, I'm moving to Hønefoss, or Jevnaker kommune.
Can't do 2 spells. Correct. But you know what I can do?
For my first and my only job today.
Radiance of radiance.
It's a little over a 1 hour drive, so I'm almost there.
it was coming.
That's my armor. It has 1d8.
I only have 1 minute left to drive.
Armor, and it flares with a bright light within 30-foot radius. All enemy targets in the area must make a Constitution saving throw equal to your spellcasting DC. On a failure, the target takes 1d8 radiant damage and is blinded until the start of your next turn. Did you get all that? Yeah, I think so. So the horsemen and sketch are within range, and they need to make saving throws on Constitution 17. Constitution 17. I'll do the horseman first. His Constitution modifier is +4, so he needs a 13 or better. He rolls an 8, so that is not sufficient. He fails to save. Hey, try and look at people now when you're blind. I can't do that.
Why are you pointing at me?
I'm pointing at John. This horseman looked at you. Made you afraid.
Okay. It's just a man across the table screaming at me as he points.
Can't look at people.
I get it now, thank you.
Skitch's Constitution is +2, so I need a 15 or better.
Okay. Roll bad.
Oh, I rolled a 13, which is not quite good enough.
Yeah, that's good.
So both the horseman and Skitch by this, and do they take damage?
Yes, they take 3 radiant damage.
By the cleric.
Oh, because they failed the thing. This is in addition to the 3d8.
Or 1d8. It's 1d8.
Okay, plus 3.
Yeah, 3.
D8 is the protocol.
So yeah, I have now reached my destination.
Stacking on top of stacking.
Welcome to my world. All right, Barney. What
What a
else?
simple rogue. I shall
Just
complete my turn.
exactly when the
Excellent
GPS
job.
said I would. That's impressive.
Okay. I want to bite one of the hags.
Wow.
So yeah, I will see you guys later. I'm gonna be here for maybe three or 4 hours and then drive back home.
Carol, we don't
Then I'm finished for the day.
Disappeared.
Shabby dabbed and dipped.
But later I'm gonna try streaming
Yeah, that's shabby.
using my other camera, the DJI 4, since I can connect it to the laptop and see to reduce the amount of background noise, because I can only use the external mic, so that will hopefully help. So yeah.